confident Muslim stands up to oppression, and if he and she does not, he fall into the category of practicing hypocrisy. No, this is not true. Allah Azza wa Jal, actually the Prophet ﷺ instructed us to change the munkar when he said that مَنْ رَأَى مِنْكُمْ مُنْكَرًا فَلْيُغَيِّرْهُ. Whoever sees among you an evil or vice, he should change it with his hand. That is, if he has authority, such as a person in power, such as a policeman, such as a parent. He can do this with his children. And if he cannot change that by his hand, as in the case of a co-worker, a colleague, someone in the street, the Prophet says, then he should change it by his tongue, by his rhetoric, by the things he says. And if this is also not possible, the Prophet says that then he should change it by his heart, meaning that you should hate this by your heart, and if you are in a place, you should go and leave it so that you would not be part of what's happening. Therefore, it is not always mandatory for a person to stand up in the face of oppression, meaning that he has to fight, he has to do this, he has to do that. No. There are so many times that it is permissible for you to let go, or at least to weigh the pros and cons. And that is why in Islam we're told that when we fight the enemy, at the very beginning we were compelled, if a person is fighting an army that is 10 times its size, each one has to fight 10 people. And after a while, Allah Azza wa Jal obligated this, as in Surah Al-Anfal, at the very end of Surah Al-Anfal, and He made it easier upon us, and He said that when you fight your enemy, you can fight an enemy that is double your size, but if they're more than that, you have the choice not to fight them. But if they are your size or double your size, you cannot run away, you have to stand up and fight. So this depends on each case by case, and it is not a rule of thumb that anyone who runs away from oppression would be a hypocrite. No, this is not true. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I would not say that he ran away, but he migrated to Medina, and his companions migrated to Abyssinia in the beginning and came back and then migrated again to Medina. So this is not considered to be at all hypocrisy, or it's not considered to be running away, but it is tactical, and it must be used depending on the situation, and Allah knows best.